Good morning, everybody. My name is Minesh Baxi, and I'm joined by my beautiful family, my daughter Macy, my son Sahil, and my wife of 34 years, Kim. And we host this on a regular basis, Fridays at 10 a.m. And we want to showcase speakers, authors, podcasters, and we are going to be bringing in more guest speakers as well. And you also have an opportunity to be a speaker. Some of you have already been speakers here, so we appreciate that tremendously. So we meet on 10 a.m. Eastern on a regular basis.
Awesome. And we also have another guest, I believe, Melinda. So, Melinda, we're going to go through our members and then we'll come back to you. So, we'll start with Charla and then we'll go to Jacqueline.
Ah.
When intriguing opportunities present themselves and you say yes, things show up. And that has been my life lesson in the last several decades. And I have a lot of decades behind me now. I have a podcast, The Charla Anderson Show, Collector and Connector of Fascinating People, and everyone is fascinating, especially you. Find me at charlaaanderson.com. You find this little book, Candy Bar Hugs. It doesn't take much to make a difference. Splits a tiny pay it forward book on Amazon. And this book of split second transformation, change your words, change your life, 31 daily practices. Email me, Charla at Charla Anderson, if you'd like to be a guest on my podcast, which is about overcoming and loving and unconditional love and offering hope.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So, we'll do Jacqueline and then Mark.
So, do you know that protecting your family isn't just about today? Oh, no, it's about creating financial security for tomorrow. As a licensed life insurance representative, I help individual and families prepare ahead of time so their loved ones can focus on healing, not financially stressed. Don't force your family to rely on GoFundMe during one of life's most difficult moment because final expenses weren't planned for. So contact me, Jacqueline Small, Life Insurance Representative at 224-244-2510 if you or someone you know would like to learn more about affordable options. Feel free to call 224-244-2510, Jacqueline Small.
Thank you. We'll do Mark and then Roger.
Good morning. When a property insurance claim is delayed, denied, or underpaid, people need someone on their side, but they don't know where to turn. Public adjusters work for you, the policyholder, not the insurance company, to document the damage, handle the claim, and negotiate the settlement in order to maximize the policy benefits that you've paid for. I'm Mark Goldwich with Gold Star Adjusters for Insurance Claims Made Easy. I've been a licensed insurance adjuster going on 40 years now. I've written 2 books on the subject of insurance claims. And if you'd like to learn more about insurance claims, or if you have a question, let me know. And you can email me for a free copy of one of my books. Thank you.
Awesome. Roger and then Jody.
Good morning. Ever observe kids, toddlers especially? They just connect. They don't see race. But then as they get older, the walls rise up around them. Curiosity becomes replaced with caution. This is where I come in. I use incredible untold stories from history to inspire young people to think critically and embrace cultural understanding. I am Roger Prasad, leveraging overlooked history to build bridges and connect people. I'll put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Jody and then Krista.
You're running late, but you're stuck in traffic. Engine running, going nowhere. That's what it feels like to have great plans and still stay stuck. The real congestion isn't just out there. Here's what you're missing. You don't have your map. Your sole purpose is written in your name. Until you know it, you're driving blind. Knowing isn't enough. If your business and choices aren't aligned with your energetics, you'll keep getting red lights. Roads can collapse beneath the surface. Subconscious patterns, interference into imprints, ancestral wounds. These are sinkholes you can't see and repair until shown where they are. It's time to see your blind spots and evolve in ways that therapy and other coaching can't navigate. That's what we're doing at the Aligned Action Masterclass, how to move from stuck and scattered to creating clear, confident, positive impact. Link is in the chat. Get your soul's GPS now.
Thank you. We have Krista and then Terry.
Photogenic
Oh,
ghostwriter skier who just happens to be blind. You've probably met these folks, the fascinating person who's got lots of ideas, a strong message, and has been 10 months away from writing their book, from finishing their book for the last 10 years. Together, I work with fascinating people, as Charla would say, to craft their compelling, trustworthy books, because it's all about leveraging their personal journeys, their professional journeys, their knowledge, and the stories behind what they know to build, to position them for success.
Thank you. Terry and then Zelda.
Good morning. My name's Terry Riley. I'm an image consultant, personal stylist, known as the Confidence Fashionista. Haven't always been confident, being bullied growing up because of the way that I looked. But I use fashion as an outlet. And now what I do is I help other women align how they show up on the outside with the beauty and the brilliance that is on the inside of them. Because I know personally how a good outfit can shift how you feel about yourself and give you confidence. And so what I would like you to do is to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, The Confidence Fashionista, because your outfit speaks before you do. Thank you.
Thank you. That's beautiful. We have Zelda and then Michelle. You're muted. Yeah.
I'm Zelda Greenberg. I'm up here in Ponte Vedra, Florida. I'm a full-time realtor with 3 books. The first book I wrote was called The Art of Bouncing Back. It's a story of how my family's business was struck by a tornado, and yet we beat the odds and rebuilt it stronger and better. I have another book I wrote called 14 Days to Sold. It's a 7-step process to getting your home sold faster and smarter and for more money. And I'm just revising the 3rd book called Don't List Your House Yet. And it's a little bit more in depth. It's a revised issue. It's a revision of the 14 Days to Sold book. And I have a digital product to go with it. And so I thought I would come today to pick up a little knowledge before I go live with it all. The companion piece is the digital product with an upsell for the book. That's what I'm here to learn, and I can help anyone all over the USA if they're looking for a fantastic realtor. I am in an international group and vet them all, and we'll make sure that you have a top-notch realtor in your corner that will advocate for you.
Thank you. We have Michelle.
Do you ever see other people somehow and things come easily for them and connections are easy for them and they have friends everywhere they go and family who supports them and says, hey, I've got your best interest in mind. And they've got a network of people who will leverage their position for other people's success. And you're wondering, where are those people for you? What you're missing is the art of relationshipping. Through the relationshipping skills, I teach you how to attract the right relationships in your life, create space between those that aren't serving you, and navigate obstacles and challenges along the way so that you can enjoy and up-level all your professional, personal, and attract the right romantic partner into your life. The most important decision you can make through the art of relationshipping.
Thank you. And then we'll go to I'm just making sure no one else joined while I was doing Sahil.
That is a great background character, Michelle. I love the dog there. Are you a business owner, speaker, entrepreneur, or someone with a message that could genuinely help the next generation? I host the Future Millionaires podcast, where we bring on entrepreneurs, leaders, and professionals to share the life lessons, habits, mindset shifts, and experiences that helped shape their journey. The podcast has reached over 65,000 all-time downloads, and several episodes have crossed 1,000 downloads individually. So if you're looking to share your story, expand your visibility, inspire young entrepreneurs, or if you know someone who would be a great fit, I'll drop the link in the chat. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Then we have our guests, I believe. Okay. John, go for it.
Thank you. Wow, this is a powerful group. My first time here. This amazing people here. Thank you. Um, are you running low on energy as you age? I am a whole food, plant-based certified life coach, lifestyle medicine coach, and I address the two biggest problems that we have in our communities today. That is generational poor health, generational poverty. And what I take it to is another level. I'm looking for people who want to be part of a generational legacy and join the movement that I've created here to really solve these two biggest problems we have, not only in our communities, but I really believe it's on a global basis. So that's what I do, and that's what I'm doing, and I love it. And I just really appreciate being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then Melinda, are you able to come on screen again? Camera, I'm not sure if she went. Are you a speaker who is ready for that next big stage, like TEDx or even bigger, but you don't really know where to start? 2 years ago, I was in that same boat. Now I've helped over 20 speakers with their TEDx talks. I help other speakers apply for TEDx stages, as well as I've been a TEDx speaker and I've been on the TEDx organizing team. So if you're ready for that next step and you're looking to see if your talk is ready for the big stages, I have a free 5-minute assessment tool where you can put your talk in, and I can give you some feedback and let you know where are you in your TEDx journey. Thanks.
Thank you very much. So I appreciate everyone being here. And so the first thing which I would like to ask is, who do you feel had the most compelling introduction today? I would love to hear people nominate people in the chat, and then Macy is my regular monitor of the chat there, so she can tell who's obviously, compelling or however got your attention. I would love to hear who's getting the attention. So Macy, when people have put it in the chat, let us help somebody get some more attention here.
Mark says Michelle.
Okay.
Jody, Michelle. 2 for Michelle, 1 for Jody.
Well, we need more people to play. Come on, there are more than 2, 3 people here,
Yes.
Okay. So we have Roger here.
Two Michelle, 1 Jody, 1
Mark,
Roger, 3 Michelle.
Charla, Roger. So 3 Michelle, 2 Roger, 4 Michelle, 2 Roger, 1 Mark, 1 Charla.
Well, good,
Oh, thank you,
fantastic.
John.
So right now, Sahil is good too. So we will go with Michelle for the moment. So let's showcase Michelle, right? So Michelle comes again. That's good, right? So
Yeah,
let's give her
that
a
is
couple of
good.
minutes.
Thank you.
And
I
she's
kind
an
of
author
played
as
it
well.
on a different angle and it worked.
It works is good, right? So Michelle, you are obviously an author as well. So we will showcase every author today. Additionally speaking, I want to make sure that we give them an opportunity. And if you're an author, you brought a guest, we'll buy your book too. One book which I will buy no matter what is Sharla. You mentioned about the one that you mentioned, which was the short booklet. The first one that you mentioned, which one is that? What is the name of the book?
Candy Bar Hugs. It
And
doesn't take much to make a difference. It
Okay,
is
good.
$5.55 on Amazon and it's a 25-minute read.
Perfect. So I'll buy that no matter what, just because I want to support you. And if you have the link, put it in the chat. And my daughter Macy can go buy at Amazon because she has access to all my
Thank you,
stuff.
thank you, thank you.
So Michelle,
Short
here
and
you
sweet.
are. So thanks for being here. You can definitely talk about your book. For the next 2 minutes, the floor is
Oh my
yours.
God. Woohoo. I can talk about my book. I think that telling you a little bit about my journey, I was called to write Life Worth Living, a practical and compassionate guide to navigating widowhood and soul parenting, because I did not have a guide when my husband passed. So I wrote the guide I did not have. And it surprised me that people were reaching out to me from all over the world to help them through it because they also needed a guide. So coaching, I've always coached in my professional life, being a portfolio manager, a medical publishing company senior director, and a social scientist at Stanford University, where I did business consulting and we were promoting employees. So all the coaching and professional coaching to up level your career, to understand the corporate culture and upgrade that so that people looked forward to going to work. And they still tell me to this day how much fun they had coming in as an individual, making a difference in their own lives and their families' lives, but also knowing how their contribution helped the whole organization succeed as well as their team, which gave them an esprit de corps. So that was my second book, which I don't have handy, New Management Blueprint, Spark Talent to create teams and valuable results. And then what happened changed everything because people were coming to me my whole life, actually. Can you help me find the right partner in my life? You've helped me with so many other things. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's obvious. You are this kind of person with this type of personality, these core values. You choose to live your life based on these priorities, and you have these circumstances. So, with that, who are you today? Your personal profile. Who would you like to step into becoming? And now let's find a partner who will grow with you with grace and ease, and it will increase everything in your life to make it so much better. And what I've learned is that so many people don't know what true love truly feels like. And without knowing what that is, all we know is that movies are written about it and songs are written about it and history tells stories and wars are fought over it. And so it's this thing that we all want. And even yesterday, I was on the phone with a client and he found it. And he's like, I could never imagine, I just got chills. I could never imagine what life could have been like. It's so easy. It's so fun. I know I can be who I am as an individual. And then together we're creating the universe of this partnership. And we get to share pillow talk and intimate knowledge and inside jokes. And we support one another as we share life's challenges and celebrations together. So, right now, mostly people are coming to me to attract the right love in their life. They stay with me to uplevel all of the relationships in their lives. And that's why they call me the dating and relationship coach. And I've got a new group right now, and it's a rolling entry. So if whatever you've been doing isn't introducing you to the right partner, the most important decision you can make in your life, put some time on my schedule at theartofrelationshipping.com and let's make the most important decision in your life together. You've got me on your team.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michelle. We really appreciate that tremendously because it's a great feeling. I've been married happily for 34 years, and I know the feeling of falling in love as well. And I have a booklet called The Secret to Rich and Rewarding Relationships for the very reason, because there are a lot of people frustrated about what relationship is about. And I don't do this professionally, so I want to be very clear. Don't contact me. You contact Michelle for
Contact
it.
me. I'll help you.
I'm not the guy that you're looking for. But it's amazing to see when you help somebody. Like I was helping somebody just as a friend. She was a massage therapist, and she's been married now for 10 years. So it's a great feeling to have help somebody do that. I didn't charge her any money for it, so I want to make sure you understand that process. I'm not helping people do it professionally, but it's like a great feeling. Like you said, the person found love yesterday.
Mhm.
You are making an impact in people's lives forever.
So much. So good. It's so fun. I have hundreds of little love notes from people who are no longer alone and lonely, but they're in the relationship of their dreams. One of my clients, I wished her a happy birthday. She sent me a picture. Her boyfriend took her to Greece, and she said, "Thank you. I could have died without knowing what true love truly feels like had I not hired you." She turned 84 that year. So you know
Wow.
what? You're perfect exactly as you are. I can help you find your person.
Well,
Um,
yeah,
but Manesh, I know I come in with the philosophical questions sometimes. I have a philosophical question that especially those of us who are authors, I need your feedback on.
good. Go
And I
ahead.
thank you. So I hired an editor to help me write Find Love Now, this book I have been working on. It's completed, but it needs an editor to clean it up in the line edit. And she put it in AI. I would like to know what you all think if your manuscript, written by heart, your experience, your brain, never using AI, what do you think the impact could be if your editor or someone else puts it into the AI brain?
I'll give you the answer very simply now. So there are two functions because I use AI to write as well, if it is suitable, because I published 12 books before AI. So,
Right.
so personally speaking, if you want to really convey your message, which is heartfelt, which is growing in like it grew in you. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if you're an author, it's like birthing a baby. You know what I'm talking? It grew in you, you paid attention to it. Yeah, putting in AI isn't always the best way to do it, in my opinion. Now, there is a second thing which I do in AI is if I want some content to be created quickly as a message in whatever capacity I want, a template I want. For example, I'll tell you this here. This is interesting. So here is a book called The Go-Giver. How many of you have seen and read this book, right? Okay, great book. So Bob is a good friend of mine. I've known him for over 25 years. In fact, he was one of the inspirations to be a speaker, author, and a coach. I don't know if okay, anyway. So the reason I mentioned that, so I'll explain this in the context here. So one of the things which you can do, unfortunately or fortunately with AI, I can put the Go-Giver template in the AI chat GPT custom GPT, and I can create a story through chat GPT and AI easily, like in few seconds. And I've used it to create for my clients and friends that I'm helping out. But that's a different purpose. Is that making sense to what I'm talking about? It is a very different purpose. So I would recommend using AI when the whole process was not done through AI. Now, if you can use it for correcting grammar, certain proofreading things, or getting some input and analysis for that, I would be totally in support of that. But as a way of writing it and editing it, when you are really not somebody who has done this, I would stay away from it. So that is my input. I see Sharla raising her hand.
Yeah, I'm
So go
curious
ahead.
to know what you all think because I've paid this editor. I could have put that in AI.
You
It would
could
have
have
been
done
done in
that
10 minutes.
yourself. Yeah, I'm sad that that is happening
Me too.
because it's so obvious. Those little long dashes, what they're called, and those
Yes,
I'm
they are
sorry.
there.
It's so obvious. It doesn't mean that the content isn't good. I would take my book back. I would take it for you. Just I don't know if you've already paid her. I don't know how you deal with that. But take each paragraph and go, hey, just are there any
Yeah.
grammatical?
They are
Are there
geographic
any?
marks.
Yeah,
There's
but is
those
there any?
dashes and
No,
hyphens
no,
and
no.
dots
It
and
is a
words
very
sentences that don't have the right
you're going to
meaning.
lose massive credibility for your own love, hard work. So I would
I'm
not
super
publish that.
disappointed.
And that's a lesson for all of us. If I'm going to hire an
Plus,
editor, it is not no AI. I
right.
mean,
And I agreed to that they agreed at the beginning. She just passed it to her daughter who didn't make that verbal agreement. And I have an understanding that Amazon doesn't want AI books. Am
Yeah.
I right? Right. So did she just turn my heartfelt work into something I can't submit?
no,
Well, if
you've got your original copy.
Oh yeah.
You just keep going with that one and trash the other ones. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that looks like, but you
so I see Zelda says she can recommend an editor. So this is a group to help each other. So I know Roger has a hand raised as well. So Roger, tell us, and then Zelda.
Well, one of the things I enjoyed writing my book is back and forth with my editor.
Yeah.
My book had a lot of geographic and historic stuff, and she pushed me to the limit. She wanted to make sure everything was correct. I am sorry, Michelle. You're a great person. I'm sure you're a great writer.
Thanks.
And that woman would take your book and put it in AI. I want a refund. I want her arrested. But that's just me.
Yeah, this is my group, my team.
My editor, Susan Grossman in Canada, is fantastic. And when you get a good editor, You go into battle when you're writing your book, and what comes out is an amazing product.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Roger, very much. We need that passionate connection here, right? Zelda, do you want to share your message here as well?
Yeah, I don't, and I apologize. I have to leave kind
Yeah.
of in a few minutes for a very important coach call. Um, I don't trust AI when it comes to that for the same reasons, the dashes, and I think they call them M's or Emma or I don't know, something weird. And I asked my friend who is an editor and is a published author if she could recommend something for me because I didn't want to hire her, to be honest. But I probably will. If she could recommend something for me, a platform. And she did. I said, I need to check the commas and the periods and the punctuation. And so she said, go to Grammarly.
Yeah, they use
Mm.
that too.
But in my past books, I have used an editor just like what Roger was saying, I believe it was, because it was a back and forth. And it was kind of sometimes a battle. It's like, no, I want that in the book. No, don't put that in the book. So, but so I just put in the chat my friend's name, Diane
Got her.
Faulkner. Like I said, she just had a book published and she's not a self-published author. She has a publisher. So she can give you some great feedback. Just tell her Zelda sent you and she'll take good care of you. And I actually had someone on my podcast who helps authors too. I don't know why I can't remember her name. My mind just went blank, but I do have someone there too who was really, really smart
Thank you.
works with authors.
So thank you. Thank you, Zelda, just because you mentioned and you're possibly not going to stick around here. So on a month from now, we will have a podcaster special. So if you're a podcaster, we will showcase you so that you can promote your podcast to the group here. Okay. So
Is this going to be is this recorded?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Because I really didn't want to miss this, but I'm going to have to.
Okay. Well, Zelda, thanks for being here. And yes, we do record. And those who are members like you are, you have access to the recordings. If you have any questions, do let me know. So thank you. I appreciate it. So yes, so we will send out the information about bringing podcasters here so you can promote your podcast. You can find guests, connect with each other on, I think the date is June 19th. So that's the one that we will be having podcasters special. Okay. And go from there. Anyway, good. So Jacqueline, you had a comment here.
Yeah, I was just going to say I have a friend who is a writer and an author, and I was speaking with her regarding some stuff I was doing, and was basically putting into Chat GPT just for some more for clarity. And she was saying that she wouldn't encourage that because of the whole memory thing, that now you put your information out there and it's embedded wherever it's embedded. So, and you know how sometimes you go looking, you go searching for something now your information is being popped up without your permission.
Yeah.
So that's part of this whole AI mindset, if you want to call it that your information
So
is
I feel
now
like I
out
need to
there.
start to that point. I feel like I need to start clean page. I mean, it's from me. I can birth the baby
Right.
again. Do I need to change the name? Do I need to change how much of this do I need to change so that it's still coming from me?
What if it needs you need your original and then
Well, I have my
get it out
original.
there as fast as possible so others aren't, so then you've got it. It's yours. I mean, you're in hand,
Yeah.
before
Well,
others
thank
get
you.
it.
So
So
we will
then,
have to limit the
we
discussion
also
for the moment. So connect with each
also
other on the group. Sorry, what did you say, Michelle?
we do book launches and we
Yes.
have this book launch team. We're giving the book before it's
Yes.
printed. What if they're putting it in AI? This is a whole new world.
Well, and I'm in agreement. So it's
We're gonna have to figure
it's
something
a
out.
it's an ethical, philosophical, whatever issue is like.
Leave
I'm
it to
not a
me.
fan of I'm not a fan of AI basically taking away all our internet IP, not internet,
Yeah.
sorry, all our intellectual property, and they don't have to take our permission to use it. So that's a separate issue altogether. All over the world, our IP is practically gone. Elon Musk and all these other people own it now. So it's a separate conversation. I don't want to go into detail on that. So thank you, Michelle. I think it was an interesting,
Thank you
worthwhile
all.
conversation, in my opinion. How many of you got some value from the conversation, right? And that's what we are looking for. This is a speaker supporting speakers, but also includes authors, podcasters, so we can all support each other in the process. Who did not get a chance to promote their book today? I want to make sure that I give you the opportunity. So I know Mark mentioned his two books, Exposed and Uncovered. Was it that right, Mark? Okay, Shala got to promote her books. Who is an author who didn't get to promote? So, Krista, you want to promote your book here because you want to make sure you get the chance for other people to know about your book?
Mine is quick. I'm part of an anthology, Journey to the Stage, Volume 5, Stepping Up and Stepping Out to Share Your Message. Because a while back it was a project of the Women's Prosperity Network, and I shared a number of little vignettes about how I branched out into independence and how I began to speak professionally. So it was a lot of fun to write, and I've had a really good response on it. And there are also many other inspiring stories about people taking lemons and making lemonade, basically. And so I enjoyed being a part of the project and getting to know the fellow authors.
Thank you. We appreciate you tremendously, Krista. I see Roger has his hand raised, and Macy, you can track better than I can. So I will turn it over to you to manage.
Hi, I spent 8 years in the Air Force and 30 years in the airline business. My first years were trying to defend people, and then the next 30 years I spent connecting people. But I also did some connections myself. I connected with people on all 7 continents, usually playing cricket or table tennis. And I developed friendships that lasted over 40 years that still exist today and are going strong. But I also saw way too much division. And I wondered why. How could we be so advanced and so divided? And I'm also an aircraft engineer, and we use root cause analysis to address chronic issues. When I applied root cause analysis to what was being taught, I quickly realized history is designed to divide. So I decided to highlight the people omitted to see if I can't replace ignorance with curiosity, diminish unconscious bias, and create an environment where talent and character will supersede appearance every time. My first book is called America Should Be Grateful to Haiti, but don't be misled. It's not about Haiti. It's a collection of historically overlooked narratives. And I have 6 books written for kids from 11 to 16 because I want them to be educated about real history. We need to teach our kids the truth so they don't go through the same nonsense we had to go through. That's me. That's Roger. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Macy, who is next?
I don't see any hands raised.
Okay.
You'd love next.
Okay, so I would love to buy and give away a book. So who has a guest here today? If you don't, if you do have a guest here, let me know. And then based on that. So if you have a guest here that you brought here as an author, I would love to buy a copy of your book. So we see here, so who is this Kurt Ruskoff? Muskan, can you check that? Okay, so I mean, we don't need note takers here.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
okay, that's
gonna.
fine. We don't need note takers on this call here. So that's perfectly fine. So all of you are here. So we had different authors here. So I appreciate you all being here. So if you don't have an author, sorry, if you're an author but didn't have a guest, so that was my offer, that if you brought a guest, I'll buy a copy of your book. I offered to buy Charla's no matter what. And she did have a guest, I think, but whatever happened. So no worries about that. So what we will do is 2 things here. Number 1 is quickly, I want a quick announcement from Macy regarding the scholarship, and Sahil, if you want to mention anything as well. So do you want to quickly mention the scholarship we have launched?
You want me to start the
Yes.
conversation?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Sahil, you can jump in on that as well.
Yeah, I would love to share out what we're doing is for, I'm 22 years old, and I'm very fortunate that I've been given such a great runway of my life, but most specifically my understanding of finances. But I know so many of my friends, they don't know the first thing to start when it comes to money. Most of my generation doesn't even believe they'll ever be homeowners. So we started as a family because we're so passionate about young people just starting off on the right foot, just knowing what their options are, that we started the scholarship challenge for specifically Florida young adults. So from ages 18 to 25, and they can win $1,000 scholarship where they can do with their choosing. but it's all just to incentivize them to continue learning about money, to learn about leadership and communication skills. So the first place is a $1,000 cash scholarship, and then we'll have 5 runner-ups for a $100 cash prize, as well as they'll all be entered to win a free trip to the Passion Young Adult Christian Conference in Atlanta. So this is something we're really passionate about, and this month is really when we're pushing to have people just put their name and apply, see what they can learn, what they can get out of it. So they'll learn things like, budgeting and managing their wealth, but also planning for that future, or maybe even planning for the next week. I know so many people of my friends, they don't even know what next week looks like them for the future of finances. And so we really just want to show people that there is a way, it can be fun, they can get something out of it. I mean, the worst comes to worst, they just walk away with at least 15 days of really great money knowledge that is easy and bite-sized for them to feel like it's manageable and that they can become homeowners way sooner than they even think is possible. So we were really passionate. We've done this a few times. Last year, we donated $500 to our local 4-H group, which, if you don't know, is an organization in Florida that helps local schools when it comes to learning lifelong skills like farming and public speaking and stuff like that. So we were able to give some of the amazing children, the elementary school, I think, some cash for them to go buy some great pieces of candy for all of their hard work.
Thank you. Sahil, do you want to mention?
Anything specifically? No, not really.
Generally,
I think, Macy
excited
covered
about
that.
this. Yeah.
I mean, Macy covered down the sort of information really, really well. I'm excited for this, personally, because especially for, me and my sister, right? We're young adults. And so to have something like this in place, we of course are surrounded. We're gonna have friends around us, as she mentioned, that, they're gonna be in that sort of phase or that point in life where they're gonna be thinking about college and schooling, education, all these sorts of things. So why not incorporate a challenge like this where they'll have the opportunity, they can sign up, of course, that they can win, that have the chance to win that $1,000 cash scholarship, and they are learning important money skills, money leadership and speaking skills all at the same time while they are pursuing their future. So I mean, it's really, a no-brainer. It's something that I think, people our age, young adults would really want to take action for, because who wouldn't want to, pursue a $1,000 scholarship and they can learn real world skills at the same time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I know Mark is pretty passionate about this topic as well. Mark, what do you think about this particular program to help young adults?
Yeah, I'm all about it. I think it's so important and it is so missed. Kids, they simply don't get the opportunity unless they happen to go to a school where junior achievement is taught. And if folks don't know what that is, you should check it out and be a volunteer. I volunteered every every year for both of my kids all throughout their elementary school years. It got me into their classroom, got to see them with their classmates, got to teach them a little bit about financial literacy, taxes, community government, stuff that they just were not getting otherwise. And literally, my son now is 24, and just yesterday or the day before, he was telling my business coach something about that came up, and he said, "Yeah, I remember my dad came into all my junior achievement courses." So that's a great thing. But anytime you can teach young people some financial literacy, I think it's going to be a better life for them.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I used to teach junior achievement as well. So we have that in common, Mark, there. Kim is
Yeah.
talking about it too. I actually taught in Kim's class, I remember, because she was a teacher as well. So we appreciate all of that common interest. Can you help promote it? We limited it to Florida just because we have limited manpower. This is the first time we are running this type of a contest or challenge. So I don't know the amount of effort it will take from us to be able to put something where we understand that we can get it done within the time frame. So we have given all the details and we have limited. So Help us promote it on social media and other places, and then we will see next time how we can promote it or get in front of more people.